Okay, let's have a look at this Lauren Southern situation that just
okay.
happened today. Now, I actually read Lauren Southern's book last year when it came out in its entirety. I think it's a very interesting read. The only criticism I really have for Lauren Southern in all of this, I mean, there's a lot to be critical of, and she admits that. Nobody made you snort all that coke. Nobody made you do all those drugs and drink all that fucking liquor. Nobody made you get with Destiny. You know what I mean? Like, so the victimhood stuff is a little bit over the top. That being said, I 100% believe that Andrew Tate raped her. Like, I don't even really question it. At the same time, it's like, what were you thinking going with Andrew to the club alone? And she even admits that. But like what Quartering did to her, I think is actually disgusting.
It's actually insane.
And she felt fucking Quartering here big time in this article.
It's actually the fucking most twisted thing I've ever heard in my entire.
So, time practically slowed to a crawl when I spotted the Quartering, aka Jeremy Hambly, tucked into a tiny blue booth in the far back corner of the vendor hall. In the far back corner of the vending hall. He claimed he was going to be on Media Row next to the Daily Wire and the Rumble tent and all that, but he was actually on Grifter's Row and the lowest part, tucked into the back corner. You see the fire escape?
Yo.
So we can see the fire escape that he was talking about, how he was blocking the egress of the fire escape and security was pressing him the whole time. I guess Lauren Southern took this picture herself in the wild of Jer. Look how he looks. Look at his body, man.
Yeah.
He's fat, but he's like oddly misshapen. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like a regular fat guy. Like he looks like a fucking circus freak. He looks grotesque as fuck, man. Is that a t-shirt or a tablecloth? It could be either or. If you put it on a person, it's a shirt. If you put it on a table, it's a fucking tablecloth. It could be either or. Look at the setup. Look at how scuffed it is, bro. This is so funny, this picture.
What's this right over here?
It immediately makes me go based. Ring it up, Lauren Southern dub, just giving me this delightful image. So that's, I think, James O'Keefe's like corner, which is like right in, or somebody affiliated with James O'Keefe, it looks like. I'm not sure.
Or they have like a photo of him.
Jer's coffee table in front of him.
Oh,
look at this shit.
Look at all the coffee.
Look at his all of his coffee samples that he's trying to give out. Oh, man. So she says, with a few women, bring it back quick. Yep. With a few women I vaguely recognized from the internet, including one of Tim Pool's rotating co-hosts.
Okay.
So this is the thumbnail that Jeremy Hambly put together of the Lauren Southern, Brittany Venti, or the Lauren Southern Andrew Tate situation, rather, where he said that Lauren Southern was completely lying about this situation, that Andrew Tate did nothing wrong.
This is actually disgusting.
He said that she never went to the police when she actually did, and he AI'd her as like pregnant with her abuser / child.
You know what someone said to me on Twitter right now? Someone said, he talks about drinking breast milk and he loves, and he was hitting on that pregnant chick. Remember when he was drunk? Yeah. Did he make this for his fetish folder?
I imagine he did, which is sickening, which is twisted stuff. Oh my
God, that's actually crazy.
So she says Jeremy outright claimed first on X before deleting the post. What does that sound like, folks? It's the same thing. He gets drunk, posts all sorts of bullshit, and then deletes it later. That she never went to the police, had zero evidence, and fabricated everything for money. She says every single one of those claims were directly addressed in chapters I released publicly for free. He says that Tommy Robinson said that she lied, and she responded to Tommy point by point. Then there was Tate, whose response was essentially she's lying. But despite threatening legal action repeatedly, he still hasn't managed to send something as simple as a cease and desist. But Jeremy won't mention any of that.
Wow.
And so she was considering going up to Jer on live stream and sitting down and felting him. So,
that's so good. That would have been so good.
By the way,
that would have been the greatest day
ever. Imagine if we were doing that AmFest coverage and Lauren Southern just sat down and started reading Jer the fucking riot act. And we're going to read about how she confronted him at the after party. But she says here that he spent the rest of the segment whining that I declined his very generous job offer. For the record, it was $200 a week, which you can make part-time for minimum wage and not have to wipe the ass of a poop pants cuckold, okay? And then he called her a dumb whore. So as she walked past his booth, she could feel herself staring holes through him while he rambled to his live stream audience, confidently wrong about something as usual, I'm sure. Just so petty, so cunty. And then she says, for a brief moment, I seriously considered walking directly into frame, pulling up a chair beside him with a giant grin on my face and making him explain the details of a case he had confidently monetized without apparently spending even 4 consecutive minutes researching. She grumbled and thought better about it. And she says, is it actually healthy to let people lie about you to massive audiences without consequence? Okay. So if we continue on, sitting with members of his team alongside a few old friends I recognized from Timcast was Jeremy Hambly. And the part of me wondering whether I was about to make a spectacle of myself suddenly died. There weren't even cameras rolling. Could it really be that bad? The mischievous little imp inside of me slowly began curling the corners of my mouth upward as I made a beeline for his table. I grabbed a chair from a nearby high top, dragged it across the floor, and slid directly across from Jeremy with a grin. Well, look who it is.
Oh, you know Jer squeezed out a single shit like a little squirt. He squirted.
Oh, man.
He squirted his ass. There was shit. 100% shit came out of his ass.
Jeremy looked like he'd just seen a ghost. He physically tried looking away from me. So, I said, still smiling, why'd you make that video about me? What video? You know, the one where you AI edited me pregnant with Andrew Tate's child. Oh, he shrugged awkwardly. That's just the business. You get it.
Wait, you can...
That's just the business.
You know,
No, not really. I actually don't. Why did you lie and tell your audience I never went to the hospital or the police? Well, he stammered. I don't know the case that well. It's incomplete. She blinked at him. Then why did you make a video about it? The table had gone almost completely silent at this point.
Oh my God.
Oh man, Jared just getting felted by. You think he'll respond to this one? You think he'll say a word about this one, buddy? I hope that this is true, bro. I did go to the police. I did go to the hospital, and I'm literally testifying in multiple cases. Really? He muttered. I didn't know that. It wasn't really about that. Anyways, I heard you were talking shit about me in some group chat. And then she laughed in his face. So Jer's motivation for this shit, as always, is not what's actually true, what's actually going on in the world. It's to settle petty beefs. And that's what he admits. Because Lauren Southern was talking shit about him in a group chat, he decided to say a bunch of shit about her that he didn't know if it was true or not in order to fucking smear her. It's very reminiscent of many other situations with Jeremy in the past. And I tend to believe that he did this. So then she goes, wait, you made a video lying about a human trafficking case called me a whore and edited me pregnant because you heard I said something mean about you in a group chat? Yeah, he said defensively. I don't like being betrayed. So then Lauren goes, well, show me the message from the group chat.
Ooh.
At this point, the entire table was frozen in awkward silence while she leaned forward, pressing it.
There?
Melanie Mac was there. And will Melanie Mac speak on this as to whether or not this happened or not, since she was there? Do you know? Well, we could have found out if Chrissy Mayer would actually ask her hard questions.
Ash, what would Jesus say about someone defending someone who was lying about a rape and a story? What would Jesus say about that?
I wonder what Jesus would say about all of that, you know?
We'll talk to Mel about that.
Jeremy sat fumbling with his phone while his co-host Melanie Mac stared at him from the side with the expression of someone watching a slow motion car accident. We've seen that facial expression from both her and Hannah Claire many, many times during our coverage on this show. He scrolled for what felt like several full minutes before finally sighing that signature Jer sigh. I don't know. I can't find it. Anyways, when the case is done, I'll make an apology video, okay?
Hey guys, I had to lie about a case because
that'll never happen, will it? That day will never come where he admits that he lied about that because of a personal petty grievance. And Lauren goes, yeah, sure, buddy. There's a Canadian coming through. Yeah, sure, bud. Why is it always Canadians felting Jer, by the way? I said, we'll see if that ever happens. I will, he insisted. I mean it. I didn't believe him then, and I definitely don't believe him now. And then she says, as of last week, the case has already been pushed back another year due to police opening a new investigation involving additional evidence. So that was the situation with her and Jeremy Hambly. I think there's a little bit more here. Okay, this is good shit. From what I can gather, he's currently facing backlash after feuding with channels like Kino Casino.
Thus,
the central controversy seems to be that Kino Casino heavily mocked and criticized him, after which Jeremy allegedly began threatening to go scorched earth while attempting to report, flag, or demonetize their channels, which naturally many people found deeply ironic because criticizing, mocking, targeting, and publicly humiliating other internet personalities has quite literally been the business model Jeremy built his career around for years. Holy brutal felt from Lauren Southern. Okay, next slide.
Okay.
Kino Casino was founded in part by Andy Worski. Woo! We haven't hung out properly in a long while, but when we were younger, we used to go out in Toronto to grab brunch or hit the town. I vividly remember EDM clubbing with Andy and his girlfriend during the peak of his blood sports era, a genre he largely founded in the early online days. I also recently learned from Ian Miles Chong that apparently Andy and I had a sexual relationship. News to me, though to Andy's credit, and unlike many men online who happily let that kind of rumor circulate indefinitely, he immediately tweeted at Ian asking what the hell he was talking about, which honestly made me laugh. Anyways, the whole thing feels surreal sometimes. She has all these bizarre interpersonal connections to people, and then you see them in real life, and they're just people. Sad, pathetic fucking people.
Yeah, well, that's the truth.
Bring it up, Andy Dub. Bring it up.
There we go.
It's good to listen, say what you want about Lauren Southern. I still think it's fucking jokes that she came out against Hambly and fucking nuked him like this today. And I'll tell you why.
Amazing,
Because I know when a woman goes after him like this, it makes him seethe so badly inside.
He gets way more angry if it's a woman, for sure, right?
Yes, exactly. And the thing is, he can't say fucking shit right now. He has to sit there and take this shit. And so he's just stewing. He's just seething about it. For God knows how long he's going to be malding and boiling about it. And then when Miller time hits, he's going to lash out and crash out and go fucking ape shit about all of this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about this. And I hope that Sydney Watson and Lauren Southern coming forward is just the tip of the iceberg on women coming forward and holding Hambly accountable. Because, of course, we believe women.
No, we do,
listen,
of course.
We listen and believe. When a woman talks, folks, we listen.
Okay, hang on.
We believe.
So, here's the thing is, I know you're saying that sarcastically, but when it comes to Hambly, I actually do believe all women. Because he is such a...
Because it's actually true. No, because it's actually true. They could come up with anything and I would fucking believe it. You know?